Dun dun, ba-ma-la-ma ding dong, sweet lovers love. Dun dun, da 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 dun dun, bum bum.
In springtime, the only pretty ring time, birds sing, hey ding, a ding, sweet lovers love the spring.
What's up, everyone? We're back here with another Ask JT number 4 Quattro. I just want to say that I've had this really strange feeling all night about something popping through this window. Just like I don't know, I feel like a face or just like... Here's Johnny! As always, I took these questions from the previous Ask JT video. If you have any questions you want to leave me or you want to see me answer, just leave them on this video and hopefully I can get to them next time. Question number 1 I'm going to be answering is from my boy Clayton. Clayton says, for your next Navy video, you should explain what you did and brought with you on deployment to pass time. Alright, so Clayton, for me, the best thing that I brought on any of my deployments, mind you, I slept right under the flight deck on 2 different aircraft carriers. The thing that helped me fall asleep and knocked me out and calmed me down every single night was reading books. Yes, old school reading. Just for me, reading, it took me away from the ship. It took me away from all that negativity. There was one really good book that I would recommend to anybody about to go to boot camp or on their first or whatever deployment. My LPO recommended it to me and I freaking loved it. I've read it probably 10 times. It's by Orson Scott Card. It's called Ender's Game. I know they made a movie about it a couple years ago. I don't know how the movie was, but I freaking love the book. You're gonna get a really good feeling of what it's like to be in boot camp and to be on deployment. The author, he captures that so well, what it was like. I was able to relate to that while I was on deployment. While I was reading it, I was like, holy shit, like I'm feeling these exact same things this person's feeling. I highly recommend you read this book. The second question, or I say comment, is from Howard45. He says, if this fool told me the sky was blue, I want to believe him. I think he's full of shit.
I hate you, Howard! I hate you!
I want to segue into the third question from Quigley22. He says, what would you say to someone who doesn't do well with people, yell at them, or have a little anxiety about being made fun of in front of other people thinking about joining the Navy? Would they have an okay time? See the last question I just read, the last comment about the guy calling me. What did he say? He says, I'm full of shit, and he wouldn't believe the sky was blue if I told him to. So look, he just made fun of me publicly. I would tell Howard to fuck off, Howard. You don't know me, Howard. So what I'm trying to tell you is, man, you gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta grow a backbone. You gotta grow some huevos. Look, the Navy's not for everybody, you know? It's definitely not for everybody, the military. Or else everybody would be fucking in it. What I'm trying to say to you is that the Navy, it's a fresh start, man. Nobody fucking knows you. Nobody knows how you are. Nobody knows how you act. There's this saying called fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. What fake it till you make it means is to do something that makes you uncomfortable. Is to do something that's out of your comfort zone. So when you're thinking of something that gets your heart racing, that you're like, you know, you start getting sweaty palms, you start getting anxious, that's that thing that you have to go out and conquer. In the Navy, you're going to be put in a lot of different situations, a lot of different scenarios. You're going to mature a lot. You're going to find out who you really are, what you're really made of, where your cojones are at. Man, you know, the Navy's not for everybody. If you have really bad anxiety, if you have crippling fear, then it's probably not the best. If it's something that's mostly just in your head, you know, and you're just kind of self-conscious about it, or you're scared of people making fun of you, well, fucking be that person. Don't be that person when you join the Navy. Be confident. Tell people to fuck off. Tell them to fucking go shove it up their ass. When I first joined, I was that person too. I was scared of confrontation. I didn't really like people yelling at me either. Nobody likes people yelling at you. Nobody likes to be made fun of. So don't let people do it, man. Just stand up for yourself. Alright, now this last question is from Alyssa Koo. They say, your videos are awesome. I agree with Timothy Sanders. Yours and Yoon's videos are the best. Yoon! 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 Yoon!
The boy that Superman, that hoe now want me. Crank that soul, 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 now.
But yeah, my boy YOON KIM, if you don't know who he is, he's a new YouTuber. He makes videos about the Navy. He just started. He's active duty. He is, I believe, stationed on a ship. Now, the issue that I have with Yoon, you know, he has great content, buddy. I really like your stuff, man. But there's this saying called quality over quantity.
Really, what do I do here? I mean, I should have written it down. Something. Quabity Ashwins. No, but I'm getting close.
Now, the reason I got to be the Navy content cop right now, bud, is because I feel like you're flooding. I don't know if this is a technique you're using, if you're just flooding videos, 3-4 videos a day. I don't know what you're doing, man, but it's too much, and it has to stop now. All right, Yoon? It's got to stop. I guess, to be honest, Yoon, the problem that I'm having here, man, is that you say that you're just out of boot camp, right? You're just out of A school. You've on your ship now, working on your ship, but you haven't been deployed. You haven't really experienced the fleet. You hardly have experienced anything, to be honest, Yoon, to be blunt with you. And you're giving all this advice to all these junior sailors, but I don't know where all this experience is coming from. I mean, my puppy has more sea time in the bathtub than you do in the Navy. Yoon, you're a great guy, man. I really like you, but the way that I kind of see you is the kid that just gets out of boot camp and goes back home to his high school football game and wears his uniform and tries to get all of the fucking attention and hook up with a fucking high school chick. That's what you are right now, Yoon. You are that person, but you're on YouTube. You're on the internet. You're the internet version of that guy that goes back to his high school just after he gets off of boot camp and tries to pick up some 16-year-old girl. Not saying that you would do that, because you seem to be a very respectful person. You have morals. You're a great guy. I just had to get this off my chest, man. This is going to be wrapping up this episode of AskJT. As always, if you have any questions for your next video, leave them in the comments below. Social media and stuff below as always. And I will see you guys soon. Videos every week. Bye.